She move her body like a shaman. All in my head, so much in common. Just say that word, baby, I'm on it. If this ain't love, then I don't want it. She move her body like a shaman.
I was doing all of the things that I thought a feminine should do, and not because I never saw it, but I'm just like, shit, I want a massage. So I think that goes back into a whole nother thing, like you said, because we do know what the feminine wants. So I think we use that as a tool to then kind of lure in the masculine. Because I've done it all. I done cooked, I done washed clothes, I was ironing clothes, everything that you could think of as a feminine that they say, I was doing it too, but it still wasn't working. Because I don't even think that I understood why I was doing it. Honestly, the men that I was doing it for didn't deserve it. So it's like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? So I think the masculine was forcing my feminine to do this is crazy.
Girl, I'm telling you.
To do things to make my masculine feel better. Like, like that's still me controlling. Like if you do this, if you cook, if you clean, if you wash the clothes, if you do your makeup, if you look cute, you'll be good. And it's like that's not true. It's still something missing. So I think the feminine has damn near like forced. I think the masculine has damn near forced the feminine. I think that is what makes
to cater.
It's always made me uncomfortable because it's like you can't force feminine energy. Whether you're a man or a woman. Like feminine to me is the most genuine energy. I don't think like goes back to what we were saying earlier. Like some things we try to fake our feminine. It goes back to what we were saying with the vagina energy.
Yes. Our vagina is a snitch. That's a topic as well, people. So she be like, snitching.
We just trying to snap into our femininity. Like I feel like the masculine kind of takes the back seat and be like, do your thing. And it's like, wait a minute. We didn't even rehearse this. Like, what are you like, what do you want me to do? Like, and then you get confused. It's the whole, and then you overthinking, and then you in your head, and then you got all these flashbacks, you got all these triggers. Maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe I'm not worthy. Maybe I am less than. And all of these things start coming up. Like maybe I don't know what I'm doing. And you don't even know where they stem from. Oh my goodness.
Honey. And that's where the feminine decide, you know what? I'm scared. Just take over. And she gives up, right? This is where the masculine comes into play and says, no, you've got this. You need to get out of your head. You need to stop feeling things that have currently is not happening to you. Is it happening to you? No. Why are you scared of something that already happened? This is where that masculine comes into play to give her that push. Take her out of her head. Take her out of the comfort zone that she has created for herself, right? And this is where we become victims to our thoughts. Our thoughts become our greatest enemy in every single thing that we do because we envision the things that happen to us to lock down our emotion. We keep repeating certain things that people say to us over the years, and we think we deserve the things that has been done to us and has been said to us through the years to the point that we just live it. All we want to do is cater to you, do what we need to do. I agree with her when I was in a relationship as well. Cook, clean, gaudy. When you come home, I fresh out the bath, I smell good, the house real good, gaudy. Come home, you food on the table, I wash up the dishes and do all things. You know, over the years, what happened? What I turned into? I didn't like doing that shit no more. I was like, you gotta learn to cook too. You gotta learn to carry half of this load as well. The hell? When was the last time you cooked for me? When was the last time you decided, you know what, I'm gonna wash for you, I'm gonna do this? So I stopped. I was like, nah, B, you can't cater to people if nobody ain't catering to you as well. So with that being said, you think we've covered not everything because we have other topics and all of it is gonna play into play, right? But I think for this series, we have talked about just the things that we've gone through, whatever the case is. Let's talk how we have healed, we being victims to ourselves and victims are playing the victim to ourselves and to other people. What value we have learned, how we have learned to start self-valuing ourselves is the most important thing of this journey.
I would say, for me, I had to listen to myself. I realized, like you're saying, with you got two. I'm listening to us talk about masculine energy and feminine energy, and I think the balance in the middle is self.
Yeah.
So it's like, what are you? You're not like again. We're giving, and I feel like the feminine energy gives what they want. And then I think based on what you just were saying and what I said, we give and give and give and give and give, but then it goes back to the masculine meaning man thinking that the feminine is only supposed to give him certain things. So I think that at a certain point in time, we realize that that's not what we want. Whether like the masculine is too controlling, but the feminine is too giving, honestly. So it's like you get trapped in trying to find that balance. And I think that for me, I had to listen to myself. I had to listen to my own wants, my own needs. I had to really listen and not necessarily try to adapt to society and what society is saying I need. Because I felt the best when I had no materialistic things around me at all.
Yes.
And that's when I was like, okay, something's up here. Like, who am I? Not who am I to get a husband? Not who am I to, you know what I mean? I knew who am I as a mother. Now, who am I? When all of this smoke clears, who am I? What do I want? Like you said, feminine energy is feminine energy alone. So it's like I think we get wrapped up into becoming the feminine energy that we don't really realize that we need that energy as well. Any man that is not, you know, really open with his own feminine energy, they won't even give us what we really need.
Yes. Yeah.
So it's like you do end up, I think all of these things play into to kind of wrap it all back around. All the things that we described already is just survival mode.
Yeah.
Survive because of course we wanted to be suicidal years ago. Years ago. And it's like we're still alive. So it's like, what now? So I think it's definitely that the masculine and feminine and just trying to survive through it all. At some point in time when you realize that you survived, it's like, what? Like, now what do we do for us?
Yes.
So, like I said, at the beginning, to me, I had to just listen to myself. And what I mean by that is I was speaking to everybody who wasn't listening. They wasn't listening. There was no sympathy. There was no empathy. So I had to provide myself with sympathy. I had to provide myself with empathy and just continue to give back to myself all of the things that I was giving to everybody else.
Yeah.
That was the only thing that helped me rebalance and refocus and say, what do you want? What do we need as masculine and as one body to live?
We need. I like that.
You know what I mean? In a better way moving forward, to be a great wife naturally, without no force, without we don't want to cook all the time.
No, we don't, buddy. Learn to cook.
You come in and you have things all in together because you see the look on it. So it's like, again, it's still about a balance. It's about a balance. Our feminine energy gets tired the same way that a man's feminine energy gets tired. Like they don't want to be emotional and vulnerable all the time. So now so I think it's kind of bittersweet because I'm noticing how we've experienced both energies kind of by force.
Yes.
So the masculine was there to protect us, and then it's like the masculine started to realize, like, we ain't getting no man though.
No.
So you gotta tone that down, and then you tone it down. You step into this feminine energy, but then the feminine energy is too much because it's like I've been masculine my whole life, so I want to
do things. Yes.
I need a balance. So it's definitely bittersweet. It's bittersweet. How about you?
And they're both first of all, your masculine become a full-blown man at the same age that you decide to be stuck as a feminine. At 6, you got her, and then he decided to come in to protect you. Let's not take that away. This is basically a relationship. You've had your relationship with your male and your female from young, right? And then you go into your relationship, and then you both there as well, right? So yourself is teaching you about a relationship. He to protect you, you to just stand behind his back while he do things. But she's standing behind his back and she don't know shit. But he is still being a kid and a man at the same time because hell, I need to protect my woman. That is a relationship. And that is the relationship between a man and a woman you have within yourself. So when you've healed your man and your woman in your body, you can then have a healthy relationship not with a man in your relationship, but with your friends, with your family. You can be able to understand that that person as well has a female and a male energy, and you can recognize which energy you're dealing with, because a lot of us do not recognize the energy that we are dealing with from another person. You don't know if you're talking to a masculine and a female or a feminine and a man, and a lot of our men don't even know they have feminine within themselves. So when it comes to my healing, I had to had to stop self-negative talking to myself. I learned to smile. I learned to smile without feeling fear that my smile is going to invite perverted people, basically. I learned to smile because I look beautiful when I smile. I learned to wear clothes that makes me look beautiful because I look beautiful to myself. And I like looking beautiful to myself. And then I've learned that me looking beautiful for me and doing things for me to feel good attracts the positive energy from a person. But when I'm dressing for attention, I attract the attention that I dress for. We've got to learn that our energy attracts. So if you're living in a self-victimized mode, a self mode of hatred, a self mode of manipulation, a self mode of anything negative, you're going to attract that same exact thing in your opposite partner. And that's what you're going to be inviting into your life. So remember, if you want to stay a victim to yourself for years and use it for sympathy or whatever the case is, you will never have a balanced anything as long as you're living within that mode. You have to come out of the mode. So then you're going to start questioning, why is that every time I meet somebody that always hurts me? Why is it that you're hurting yourself? Ask yourself that question. Why is it that you accept hurt from yourself? And then when you do that, you accept hurt from other people. Why is it that I allow myself to hurt me? Why is it that I'm still allowing my male or my masculine to live 60% of my life, and I'm here at 40 like, hello, I'm trying to come here with you. You've got to learn how to control your energies within you, control everything to see yourself as one. When you see yourself as one with a person, you're going to always be able to feel like there is no up and down. You always have a balance with people. You know when to give way and when not to give way. Learn to give way within your energies, within your body. The things that I have learned over the years in terms of it, reading is good, Black people. It is a good thing. Okay. Yeah. Now, there are some authors out there that if you don't like, I mentioned it in the video, I can't remember what video, but I mentioned in the video. If you don't like the serious book, like the ones that I've mentioned during my video, there are a bunch of other authors that are fictional authors that still write healthy Black romantic stuff. You don't know how to be in a romantic relationship, read some healthy Black romantic stuff. There's this girl named Alexandra House. She has some Black romantic books that are so good. It shows you the healthier version of a relationship to me. It shows you the man being patient with the woman. It shows the woman letting go of whatever it is to be able to accept that man that is in front of her. It shows a man that is showing his woman vulnerability, his woman accepting his vulnerability and not throwing it back in his face. Her books are balanced to me. It's good. I like them. If you like friction, look for some healthy authors that portray healthy relationship with your partners, with your Black counterparts. You do that. You read self-help books. If you have a partner that is not applying growth into your life, that is not showing you how to grow, but is also downing on your growth, what's the point? Leave it. Seriously. Because again, you are allowing yourself to accept their pain, their everything to you to keep you in the same vibration as them. You don't want that. So healing you means you heal a village. Everyone thinks, oh, I'm not healing me, it's not going to do anything. No, you're healing. Myself, I had to heal. My sister, she come into her own. After I come into my own, I realized that she was actually paying attention to me. I didn't know. I only realized it after, again, we notice that we are observers. Abusers are observers. This is how we survive. So I observed, she observed me. So then I started to test her. I decided, no, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. And she decided, go on and do it. Called my big sister's not doing it. So then I started doing it. I grew out my hair. She may only know this because of now. I grew out my hair because she was straightening her hair. So I started to grow my hair natural. Within a few months, my sister had her hair cut off and she is still wearing her hair natural to this day. You never know who is looking at you. Live your true self so other people can learn how to live their true self.
Exactly. That's a word right there.
Yeah.
That's so true. That's so true. And I think for me, like being the only child, I never believed that people were looking at me. And then it would be, and that's why I think, honestly, this is something I want to add too. It's important to give some kind of clue if you're watching somebody, because I feel like that's that little push they need to take it, that, you know, take it more seriously. And it was those little pushes for me that I received from like little cousins or something, where people would say like, you know, I look up to you, or I'm like, wait, what? So I felt even more obligated to become myself in a stronger way, where it's like, you know, just like, again, just stand in your truth, like be you. So that is so important. And that's what I was thinking about, the blockages that prevent us from being that, from being balanced. And I guess it's like you said, it's just understanding. Like, who am I? Who am I? Self-acceptance. Like, who am I in spite of it all? Not with the imprintation of my
abuser,
my rapist or my pedophile, my abuser. So it's like, who am I? And then again, it's bittersweet, because honestly, for me, I'm gonna speak for myself, that those incidents didn't make me who I was, but it helped me see who I actually was in a way that's not weird and sick, but in terms of like the bounce back, the resilience that I had inside of myself, the ability to overcome tough situations that I didn't understand. Like, that's what I started to kind of tap into more. Like, forget what happened to me, but let me focus on how, in spite of how unhealthy it was.
It was, yeah. What sort of positive growth you got?
Exactly. Like, what did I gain from it? And then you look at the masculine, to go back to the masculine, you look at the masculine, and then you do see how the masculine, I mean, for the most part, did a pretty good job at protecting us. For me, it was the moments that my feminine tried to take over and take control that I kind of got the masculine sitting there like, I told you no, I told you no. I told you saw all the signs, and just add the energy. So it's like, back like that, you know what I mean? So it's like, give credit where it's due to yourself. Give credit to your masculine energy and give credit to your feminine energy. That has helped me as well balance myself with knowing that I am capable of protecting myself. I am capable of reading people. I am capable of reading my own energy and the energy of others to know I don't even need to know why I don't need to be here, but my energy telling me I don't need to be here, and I'm not asking no questions. So to me, my feminine energy don't ask no questions, because my masculine energy is going to take care of me. So again, the balance of it all just seems to be self-acceptance, when you realize that both your masculine and your feminine energy are there to protect you and take care of you and nurture you and help you grow into who you are supposed to be. The people that could have been naturally without any discrepancies, like without any abuse involved. Like, we are still those same people inside. That inner child, that inner child is that feminine energy that is still there waiting for you to say, it's okay.
Come out.
It's all right to come out. Yeah, let me talk to you. So again, it goes to the masculine energy in us and the feminine energy in us. When you figure out how to make them communicate with each other, it's definitely like a piece of every single relationship.
That relationship will be beautiful.
It is. It's like and then like you said, you'll naturally start to attract the proper feminine or the proper masculine that you want, because they are attracted to your balance. They know you're already balanced. So it's like, there's no expectations for me to have to take over in this way. So it's like a respectful energy of both to me. It's like, you see my masculine. Like, I think we have to, as men and women, we have to realize that we both do have those energies.
Yes.
You know, don't as a man, don't just try to come in and shit on her masculine energy.
Exactly. You don't know what they've been through
at all, and the masculine is not with it. If you think that the father of your wife or potential wife is a problem, talk to her masculine. You're not getting through the masculine. And that's the wall that y'all want us to break down so much. It's the wall. So you got to meet me with your masculine and let me know that your masculine is not going to hurt me. It's not going to rape me. It's not going to beat my ass. It's not going to disrespect me. It's not going to make me feel like I got to protect myself. If I got to feel like I'm going to protect myself, you won't never see that feminine. You won't see that feminine. You won't see it. And it's unfortunate, but it makes a lot of sense. And I think it's fair to us as victims to not be afraid to protect ourselves until the right masculine energy shows up and say it's okay. Now it's okay, because that happened to me too. I've been told it's been okay a lot of times. And the moment I put my guard down is the moment I got my ass beat. Wow. So it's like, again, you got to take into the things that we do. We do try as women. We try to be more feminine and less masculine. But a lot of times what men don't realize is it might not be with you, but the men before you have taken advantage of that. So it makes it harder for that feminine to come back out, because that's like me saying it's okay to come out and then you get beat up, and then I'm like, all right, I'm gonna mess up this time, but next time I got you, and the next time you get raped. You know, you got women that get husbands get raped by their men that they're actually with, they have children with. So it's like, no. And I, you know, I thought, like, I had moments where honestly my masculine was protecting me in a weird way, because I knew that my child's father would have raped me. I felt the energy. So my way of protecting myself was to just give myself to him. So I didn't put myself through that trauma, but it still was, the fact that I know that his mind was there was still the same.
See? Yes.
It was still trauma. Like, yo, he would, if I didn't give it to him, he would have took it anyway.
Yeah.
So what you said earlier with them having to actually, you got to put yourself in our shoes.
Yes.
You got to put yourself in our emotions. And then that'll honestly help you get in touch with your own.
Yeah.
Because like, what has she gone through before I showed up?
Yes.
Period.
Yeah, honey. And let me show you something, because a lot of us say that we don't know because we don't know. But you watching this video, I know that you will go and pay attention to your masculine energy. What's your masculine energy? As much as he tried to control the platform because he has the platform, what is he trying to do for you? He is loving you, right? He's protecting you. He's providing you with knowledge. He's providing you with comfort when need be. As much as he may say, well, why are you crying? He's going to ease down when you get more tearful, and he's going to allow you to have your platform, and then he's going to come and hug you again. What your masculine is teaching you is how you should be looking for your mate. You know what your mate look like, because he is in here. He is within you, boo.
Yes.
Understand?
Yes.
I get goosebumps. I get goosebumps from that one.
I'm like, that's it. Because again, when you get with yourself, you know what you need. You know what you want. You know. You just know. Because like you said, I wrote this yesterday. Like, the masculine definitely protect the masculine. The masculine in us helps us attract the masculine outside of us.
Boom. Yes. That one I got. Guys, you see me dancing when the shit is good, right? I just can't help myself. The shit is too good. I'm telling you. So when you're looking for your meal, right? And he about here, Gaudi, you would get up early. You're productive. You're masculine. Get up early with your family. You're productive. You're doing your thing. He's protecting you, providing for you. He's a hard worker. He's doing his thing. When you meet your mate and your mate does not live up to your own masculine potential, or your, not even potential, but your own masculine works, the things that he did for you, the things that he done, he made you feel, every single thing. If this man does not meet up to you, your own masculine, what are you doing? Why are you settling? Why do you think you deserve to settle? You don't deserve to settle. You may not have had the opportunity to get away, so you had to settle until your abuse was over. But you are a grown woman. Why you think you want to continue to settle when you are in control of yourself? That is what we are talking about here. You're in control of you. So don't settle anymore. This is your platform. You got a man behind you that been living for you. He been protecting you. He been giving you the floor, even though you've been feeling he been there talking about, I got this now, baby. And he about here protecting you. Y'all in a whole relationship and you don't even know. But then you want to go outside of the relationship that you know that's healthy and go in an unhealthy relationship. What kind of non-self-loving thing are you doing to your damn self? This is what all of us Been through.
Yeah.
But go ahead, boo.
Because I'm just like, we look for the masculine outside of ourselves. Like this conversation is hilarious because it's like, yo, you do have all of the perfect masculine within yourself because you would not be here if you did not. You would not still be here. Thank God that we are here. So it's like, then it's funny, right? So as women, right, we gotta keep real with ourselves.
It's true.
Because when we meet a man that has potential, right? He got potential, right? What does that potential really mean? And then what do you do with that potential? Where do you get these ideas from on how the masculine is supposed to be? You more than likely got it from yourself, but we don't realize that. We don't even realize it. Like, you've already been protected. You've already been,
provider, lover.
You know what to expect from this masculine, but we think we don't.
Yes.
Because we can't figure it out. We don't know if we know
not just that too, but the unhealthy outside force, the colonizers' way of loving and the masculinity that the colonizers has been applying to our men, and then the broken homes and whatever the case is. So basically, we don't really have a man to compare to our protectors. So then we settle. I know I said not to settle earlier. I'm still saying don't settle, but understand where your settle come from, because you cannot find a man that compares or come up to standard with your masculine. You decide to settle for your little bit, and we don't know that we settling for the little bit that's within us. Understand?
Yeah. And then we try to teach it. Then we try to teach a man how to use his own masculine energy in a healthier way. And then we wonder why. And then again, it's not accepting the man. Like, I don't need you to teach me how to be a man. And that's what they're looking at it as. Like, no, but I don't feel protected. Like, I don't feel protected. I don't feel like I'm a part of this.
Like I can trust you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And here's the thing, male, because I want to talk to another male about this. So this is a good topic for male. Male, you are not living in your feminine.
At all.
We both here living in we feminine. You not living in your feminine. How the heck do you expect to know anything and love or feel anything that we're feeling if you're not living in you? You have a feminine energy as well, and you don't live in her. So then when you come to relate to us, we both here masculine, you both there masculine, you don't have the feminine, she has feminine, but the feminine broken, one in a whole gear relationship, I should say. Male. Boom.
Yeah.
And there goes that. So you're trying to get her to give you a feminine love, a feminine nurturing, but you're not even nurturing your own feminine. How you expect to nurture?
So you're not even letting her know that it's okay to be her feminine because you're not using yours.
Boom.
Damn.
Exactly. So when you decide to go in a relationship with her, and the all goody two shoe understanding to she, your feminine can relate to her feminine, and y'all could be cool. But when you're masculine trying to relate to her feminine like that, it should only happen in occasion when you guys are having sex, when you guys are having a conversation, when your masculine need to come into play and say, yo, chill. This is what I'm trying to say. There are times that you choose your masculine to come into play. She chooses her masculine to come into play to speak to your feminine or your male if you two are butting heads. You choose the different energy to come into play. But you don't always be one energy. One energy all the time destroys things. This us living our masculine destroys our opportunity at a work relationship, a relationship in general, a relationship with ourselves, a relationship with family. We are living masculine all the time. So when we go, we decide to relate to our mothers, our sisters. We can't because we're living in the masculine.
Right.
We've got to balance it out. Know when, who to choose until you've learned how to become one with both. That is the end of the era when you're one.
It is. That is. That's it.
It's true. So guys, we have 30 more topics. We're going to end this. You have more to say. If you have more to say, boo, let me know. That's it for you. All right. I hope that you guys learned some stuff in what was it again? What kind of victim you are for you. I hope that this gives you some light on certain things. We have a bunch more stuff. So you're going to see sometimes we're going to bring in what kind of victim we are to ourselves again. We're going to be pushing stuff in, as I mentioned, in printing and stuff like that. We're going to do until details on certain topics. And if we miss something in this topic, when we go on to the next one, we most likely push it into there. So I hope that you guys learned something from here. What would you would like for them to learn from this one with being a victim?
With being a victim, stop
Yeah.
trying to teach what we haven't already accepted. That was something I had, like, I had to really realize that I could not pour from an empty cup.
Yes.
I had to be honest about what was missing within myself before I tried to look for a mate. Before I, again, like you said, we have to balance ourselves first.
Yes.
Be real with yourself. Don't do anything for the attention, empathy, sympathy of anything from anybody else. Do it for yourself first. Don't be in denial. If you got to get a book and write it all down, write it all down. Get it out. If you got to look in the mirror and cry and be ugly, be whatever you want to do, do what you want to do to rebalance who you are. That's really all I could really add to that, because I mean, I think we've covered a lot with this topic with self. Like, just don't feel like you know more than a man, and men need to stop thinking that they know more than a woman. We have to come in the middle and just be more open and susceptible to our energies and be more open with what we feel. You know, that's what it comes down to. Like, what do you feel? Not what you think you need. What do you feel? What do you feel in yourself? And then go and start with that. Don't end with that, because we try to get our feelings after we get our men, after we get our kids, after we get our house, after we get our car, our good job. Then we're like, no, let me see how I feel. And then you realize like, it doesn't even work. You like, I'm still feel like
empty.
Shit.
Yes.
Do you first. Fill your cup up first, and then naturally, you're going to attract. Like she said, you're already going to attract all of the things that are genuinely for you anyway.
Stop judging your damn self, too. Damn it, man.
Wait, and see the potential in yourself the same way you see potential in everybody else.
Boom. Love it. Love it. And then feed that potential, Gaudi, and rise. Nothing can stop you from doing the things that you want to do. Like, seriously. Right. Last year and the year before, who the hell thought of me sitting down having a conversation with about other people all over the world, B? Come on now. I have my own business now. Come on now.
Yes, talk about it now.
Come on now, boo.
You can do, and you know, you do things that you always felt like you wanted to do. Yeah. But it was something. It was that blockage in the middle, and I think that blockage is just self-acceptance. Yeah. Because again, we're called to do. Like for me, like I know you can relate to this, because it's like I always saw myself as being a speaker or talking to people or engaging with people, but I'm just like, on what? Like, what am I talking about? And I never, ever thought it would be on pain and trauma and things I already experienced, but it makes so much sense. So it's like, once you let that guard down with yourself, not with anybody else, like I feel like we need to let the wall down within ourselves first. I had to let my wall down with myself, so I knew when it's okay to put a wall up with people, because we need that protectiveness with other people. Please. So like, don't abandon the masculine completely, because the masculine is not a bad energy, and now that it's the feminine, the bad energy comes from when you don't have them balanced. When you have them balanced, they're both there to protect you and help you grow and nurture you and help you live.
Yeah, think of yourself as a werewolf. Continue, boy, just adding that in. Think of yourself as a werewolf.
Oh, real rap. That's it. See yourself the way you see everybody else. A lot of us, our feminine energy, I believe, attracts us to people. That's the funny thing. Yes, like please. I think our feminine energy naturally attaches us to other people. So no, it's like, do you.
She's more relatable. She's more softer. People sense her softness, so she's easy to more open up to.
But don't use her. Don't use her as like bait.
Boom. Yes.
That's right. We know how to yes. a certain way, you know. So it's like, I know what you want as a masculine, but let me not sell my what you say, self-victimization. Let me not sell my feminine to receive your masculine. Yes. It don't work. It doesn't work. So just be honest with yourself about what's not working, what has not worked.
That's just another form of abuse, by the way. You out here trying to sell, like people use her, you using her too. What in the world? You see what I mean? Stop that.
Right. Don't use her. You need both.
Or else that masculine can take over and all hell can break loose. With that being said, guys, I hope that you guys really enjoyed this video. I have put her social media all across this video, so I know that you guys go follow this girl, because we can be doing this for ages. Because you don't know when we will be talking, we might come up with another topic during this, and we're going to make this a whole series of healing, guys. I hope that you guys come along for this journey. It's going to be so beautiful. I cannot wait. I am so grateful for her, for being her genuine self. I'm so extremely grateful for her to come in on this journey with me and being able to express the way that she does and to really show herself out there. So please, guys, show her some love, real thing. Please tell them. I know that they see it, but you know how you guys are. Tell them where they can find you.
I know. You can find me on YouTube. You can find me on Instagram at real_queen_reflection.
Yes. And she's going to be doing her YouTube soon. So when she's on YouTube, God, make sure to subscribe. We're going to put it in here when she has established herself. And you guys can go on her channel and watch this queen speak because she be speaking. Understand? With that being said, I don't see a lot of subscribe during the video because I'm like, so if you can subscribe, you can subscribe, right? Okay, but still, go subscribe and like the video. Comment underneath if you actually have a topic on this series that you may want us to visit. If you have that, put it in the comments, and we are definitely going to farm it there. And we're definitely going to discuss it. Understand? Inbox any of us if you want to talk personally and don't want to think and give us some tips or whatever. We are here. I am always responding to my people. So send me messages. I'm down. Send me some messages. So with that being said, bye. You gotta say something. Let me see you.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Hey you, yes you. So thank you so much for watching my video, and I hope that you enjoyed the video, and thank you so much for coming to my page. So I would like for you to subscribe, and I also want you to watch the last video, and I hope that you enjoy everything on my channel. Thank you.